Greetings, my name is Terence Gardino, and the following is a detailed account of the personality traits for Gemini, which is the same whether it's the Western or Vedic systems of astrology. When I think of Gemini, what comes to mind is the witty, bright, and often restless nature of one who needs constant mental stimulation, variety, and most importantly, space and freedom. The symbol associated with your sign is the twins. The constellation of Gemini is recognized in the sky by two stars side by side, like identical twins. However, one star is brighter than the other, indicating there is a bright and divine side to Gemini, but also a darker side that Geminis need to accept and not repressed, as best described in the famous tale of Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. The key phrase that best describes the twins is, "I think." Your mind never stops, which can also make you a bit on the nervous side, but at least you're never boring. And then again, you may not be sticking around very long to become boring. You're like a butterfly flying from flower to flower, wanting to meet everyone, learn everything, so that no stone is unturned. Which, of course, all this intense curiosity can leave you mentally drained, causing you to retreat to recharge that others sees as being moody. But maybe you are better described as manic and entertaining, rather than using that boring adjective of moody to pin on you. In classical art, the Gemini twins are most portrayed as young children. And the curiosity of the youthful mind that is often reckless and impertinent often describes the Gemini temperament. The myth of Peter Pan also depicts the nature of Geminis due to this restless, roaming, and innocent nature of the mind, always seeking to explore uncharted areas and to be constantly stimulated. You often take nothing seriously, or at least you don't dwell long into anything too heavy, much like the innocent child. So, in love, in spite of your temporary depth of feeling, for your intensity of involvement lasts only while it is new. And you can come off superficial, immature, cool, flirtatious, and distracted. In matters of love, you like intrigue, the excitement of the chase. But once you have made your conquest, you lose interest and begin looking around for the next romantic adventure. It's that childlike and restless curiosity that helps make you a great entertaining friend, but not a very conventional spouse. Even at your worst, you are never boring. There is usually playfulness below the surface. You can be a brilliant conversationalist, but you can also be contrary, quarrelsome, and fickle. Physically, Geminis are energetic, mentally high-strung, consequently often thin in their early years, and very hyper. You do need to watch your weight in later years when everyone's metabolism tends to slow down, because your nervous energy can cause many of you to overeat from your fidgety nature. Also, many Geminis unfortunately smoke, again, mainly because of your nervous energy, and when you stop smoking, you start eating to replace the need to do something with your hands. Most Geminis have a keen, quick, and often brilliant intelligence, and you love mental challenges. But your concentration, though intense for a while, does not last. Your mental agility and energy gives you a ferocious appetite for knowledge, though you dislike the routine and discipline needed to learn, or the focus to accomplish difficult educational goals to the end. You are certainly a quick learner, with almost everything requiring intelligence and mental dexterity. And you're also able to combine this ability with manual skills, giving you the potential for talent with your hands that takes a great deal of mental concentration, such as playing an instrument, to surgery, or even to building and repairing machinery or computers. Your intellect is very analytical, and this can give you the ability to quickly discern all sides of a situation. But it also makes it difficult for you to make up your mind. When faced with problems to solve, you have little patience until you find a solution. And often you will just pick up the phone and ask everyone else you know for their input in the situation. You can certainly be affectionate, kind, generous, and thoughtful towards others. However, you know how to use your sparkling personality to gain your own ends. And when striving for these can lapse into the dark side of your sign by lying or being evasive, manipulative for your own gains. In your better moments, you may strive to be honest and straightforward, but self-interest is almost always the victor. That is the dark side that will come out of nowhere and take over if you don't remember to stay wide awake and conscious. Or this may take the form of you always taking the high road, but still associating with others who take the low road. You change with your surroundings like chameleons, and this pattern can cause you to become pessimistic and moody. You can become uncertain of yourself, be withdrawn, and worry constantly. On the other hand, your versatility can make you very adaptable, adjusting yourself to control the world around you by means of your ingenuity and cleverness. All this scattered mental energy you possess will also cause you to be fickle in love, but not intentionally. You do have a side that can get quite involved emotionally, but the other side is against any type of sentimentality. You are also so much in your head analyzing your emotions that yes, you could become a great psychologist for others, but for yourself, you keep vacillating from your heart to your head, making commitment in love a little challenging for you. Creatively, you do best with words, but also your hands. So many of you possess talent for design, craftsmanship, hair cutting, and sculpture. But your great talent is writing, speaking, selling, teaching, or acting. Your restless mental nature makes you a natural for being alone and writing for hours, which enables you to focus your brilliant mind, which in turns calms you down. You need to keep your mind focused on a creative outlet to stay centered and on the path towards financial success. Because you are detached, logical, rational, and analytical, you also make good scientists. Geminis rule the arms, shoulders, hands, lungs, and nervous system. Since you are prone to bronchial problems, you need to take extra care of your lungs and avoid anything that could lessen their ability to perform. You know what that means, don't smoke. Emotionally, as Gemini, you can be evasive, certainly complex, and always contrary because of your dual nature. One side of your personality can produce versatility, but the other side can be prone to flightiness. Being that you are under the influence of Mercury, who was depicted often in myths as a precocious infant, you can be like a child. Children are wonderful when they are good, and infuriating when you are mischievous. Like children, you can be lively and happy or selfish and restless. For you and children, life is a game that must always be full of fresh moves and continuous entertainment, free of labor and routine. You're also known as the magician, and your incredible minds can come up with solutions as if pulled out of a hat that can help others see life's problems in a whole new light. Not only does the twins entertain us and keep us mentally alive, but they come up with original ideas that can light up the world. You may be a handful, but genius is never simple. And thank you for watching. And if you're on YouTube, you can click like or subscribe so you can see more of my videos. And follow me on Facebook or Twitter, where I post daily astrological messages. Thanks again.